Let's take a tour of this 2007 Proline 23 Sport for sale in Palm Beach County, Florida. This 23 Sport is 4-stroke powered with low hours in lovingly maintained condition, and we're going to go through all the features and upgrades that this boat comes loaded with. Really nice white vinyl on this boat, and it comes with the optional bolsters, which are an upgrade from the factory, great on the knees when you're fishing offshore. Suzuki 4-stroke 200 horsepower outboard. You'd be hard-pressed to find a single stress crack on this boat. Great construction from Proline, one of the best-selling boats in the industry today. Just an awesome layout and size, whether you're going off hardcore fishing or you're spending a day with the family at the restaurant or the sandbar. This boat comes upgraded with a stainless dive ladder instead of the typical telescoping ladder. Great transom design. You got your rod holders. You got your freshwater washdown, which is an optional upgrade. You got your transom boarding door, and you also have the very nice fold-down rear seat on this Proline. That's an option that you don't see on all of them. It really folds right out of the way when you're fishing, so you never have to worry about damaging it, but it folds down when you have some company on the boat or headed out to the restaurant for a nice evening. Beautiful bolsters around the port and starboard side, as well as storage for your rods when you're headed out offshore. Tons of rod storage on this boat. Beautiful helm seat with footrest. The aluminum's in great condition, and in the back you'll find your rocket launcher in great shape. If that's not enough, you have 4 more on the T-top as well when you're headed offshore to do some fishing. Also note the PFD storage under the T-top, and the zippers work beautifully on that. You'll see a lot of them are frozen at this time period. That works great. Really nice dash layout. Your Suzuki OEM gauges, Garmin GPS, VHF, brand new head unit on the Kenwood stereo, 4 speakers. You have your spreader light and courtesy light controls, and you can see the layout's very clean and simple. All your 12-volt switches, your Lenco electric trim tabs, nice upgrade on this boat, 12-volt accessory plug, and you will see everything on this boat works 100% as intended. It's a brand new Bluetooth-enabled Kenwood head unit. You got your Uniden UM525 VHF with a Shakespeare digital antenna mounted on the T-top, as well as your Garmin GPS Map 440S, which also acts as a sounder and depth finder and fish finder capability on that unit. Nice wide side decks. You don't have to worry about stubbing your toes on the T-top. And you can see the compartments and all the gel coat is extremely clean. No rust stains, none of that nasty stuff. Look at the compartments. They look like new. Please note the condition of other boats on the market and compare it to this one. You'll see the difference in the lovingly maintained condition of this boat. Nice forward-facing seating, and there's also storage underneath that as well. You'll see there's front spreader lights, and a nice thing on this model is a hard top upgrade. Not all of them have the hard top. Large head locker, and it even has a step designed for a porta potty. This one comes with the optional freshwater washdown, 55 psi. There's the nice oval live well that does have a light in it. And again, every pump, every switch, everything working as intended, as if the boat was new. There's your 55 psi raw water washdown. Just hook up your washdown to that. 2 dual batteries with switch and a very clean bilge. And I'd also like to point out that the bilge has dual bilge pumps, a lower and a higher for redundancy, something you don't see on most boats on the market. Courtesy lights, red and white, red for the evening, white for daytime, as well as spreaders on the rear and the front. Again, everything working 100% as intended. Lenco electric trim tabs, probably the best in the industry. Very nice brand new switch there, and it works beautifully for leveling out the boat or getting the bow down when you're headed offshore. Let's go to the best part of this power package, the Suzuki 200 4-stroke power with a recent full service, gear oil, engine oil, spark plugs, thermostats, all grease points checked, with all codes checked on the computer. With only 260 hours on this outboard, it is in like new condition, and it runs just the way it would the day it was new. Turnkey starts. This is nothing like a 2-stroke you might have had in the past. The Suzuki outboards, as you know, are the quietest outboards in the game today. At idle, you cannot even hear the thing running. It is amazing. Sometimes people don't even know the engine is on. And the power and whole shot you get out of this 200 horsepower on this 23 Proline, it's probably the best power package you can get, with a blend of fuel efficiency and plenty of power for headed offshore for a day of fishing. Let's talk performance on the Suzuki 200. A cruise speed is going to be right at 4,000 RPMs, and you're going to note every gauge works, including the speedometer, voltmeter, fuel gauge, trim gauge, and obviously you can see we're right at 4,000 RPMs on the Suzuki OEM gauge, and that will put us right at a speed around 30 miles an hour, which is the perfect cruise speed on this boat. Here we are on a beautiful day in the Intracoastal Waterway. We're going to spin this boat around with the Seastar hydraulic steering. It's literally fingertip steering. Very smooth, no issues with the steering whatsoever. And I'd also like to note that the shift and throttle cables are in perfect working order as well. They're not stiff. They shift flawlessly forward and reverse. After spinning the boat around and heading back into our wake, notice that the bow flare really knocks down any spray. It's a very dry riding boat. Very rare to take any spray whatsoever at the helm or in the rear of the boat. Headed back northbound in the Intracoastal, 30 miles per hour, right at that 4,000 cruise speed. And you can see all the gauges work as intended. Imagine being with your family, your friends, headed out for a day of fishing, headed to the local sandbar, maybe in the evening to a local restaurant. This boat really does it all so well, with plenty of seating if you need be, but it can be folded up as that rear seat can be, and you could head out for a day of fishing and fish 2, 3, 4 guys off the back for some serious adventures. The 22 degrees dead rise really makes the boat ride smoothly. You don't need to use the trim very much whatsoever, and the Lenco controls really aren't necessary. This boat rides very level. If you have not had a boat with the Suzuki 4-stroke power before, you're going to love it. It's probably the best running engine on the market today. In its 4-stroke power, only 260 hours. Try to find another boat on the market with such low, well-maintained hours. That's really what this boat has, is a great power package, lots of performance, and the reliability of the 4-stroke power that everybody's looking for today. We're going to turn the boat around southbound one time and just show you how well it comes out of the water with this power package. The boat almost instantly comes up on plane. Here we go. And there we are on plane instantly. Great performance from the 6-cylinder 200 4-stroke power. Now let's talk top speed. Cruise, we know it's 30, 4,000 RPMs. And on every trip out, we take it up for a quick spin up to wide open just to make sure the engine is running flawlessly. And we are going to set this boat up, and it will turn 5,800 RPM, which is right on manufacturer spec, and that'll give you a speed right around 43 miles per hour, depending upon load and condition. So you have that perfect compromise. You have that 43 mile an hour top end, you have your 30 mile an hour cruise is what you're looking for on a good fishing boat, and you're getting the reliability and the fuel efficiency of just a 200 horsepower outboard. It's really the perfect power package, as you can see how quickly it comes out of the hull, and you're getting great fuel efficiency out of this package. So whether you're headed off fishing for a far spot or just headed to the sandbar, you're not going to break your bank at the pump. Spinning the boat right around, nice stainless propeller that's in perfect condition, stays hooked up very nicely on turns. Headed back northbound once again, note the spray being knocked down nicely from the bow flare. And now let's take it up to wide open for just a brief moment here and show you how well she runs and turns RPM. All right, here we are, 44, 43 miles per hour, and right at 5,800 RPMs, which is rated perfectly for this boat and power package. And you can see she turns up beautifully. Along with the boat, you're going to get top-of-the-line double braid nylon heat-sealed end-whip dock lines, 25-foot black and fender lines to match the brand-new 6.5-inch by 23-inch fenders, all black, matching the boat. PFDs, throwable, flares, fire extinguisher, everything you need to head offshore tomorrow. Just a solid, well-maintained turnkey package ready for its next proud owner. Even an optional 2007 Venture tandem trailer with new axles and springs in the last year and working brakes on the front axle is available. Thanks so much for watching this video tour. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact the owner.